Hi everyone, Dean and I just returned from our first ever cruise, so I thought in this video I'll tell you all about it, and at the same time sew the clasp on the back of my skirt that I'm making because I want to wear this on Christmas Day, which is in a few days time. So our first cruise, it was a Royal Caribbean boat. It was called Quantum of the Seas and it sailed out of Brisbane. It was a 8-night cruise, and it was due to go to New Caledonia, Noumea, Mystery Island and Port Vila in Vanuatu. So if you have been watching the news, there was an earthquake just outside of Vanuatu, outside of Port Vila in the ocean. That caused a lot of damage at Port Vila. We were due to be there the very next day. So a shipload of 4,000 tourists would have been in Port Vila if the earthquake had happened 24 hours later. So we were exceptionally lucky that we weren't there. However, we then missed that stop due to the earthquake and the damage, and yeah, my heart and best wishes goes to all the people of Port Vila and Vanuatu that they recover quickly. Yeah, in this video I thought I'd show you first of all like our rooms and a little bit about the boat and all the features, and then I'll talk to you about our two stops, which were Noumea and Mystery Island. And I'll talk about like the moments we found out there was an earthquake and all that, and then finally I'll show you the food. So that's the plan for this video, and I hope I get my Christmas skirt finished today so I can wear it on Christmas Day. Welcome if you're new here. I sew in these videos mostly, so if you're just here about the boat content, this is a one-off. I usually quilt, but you're welcome to go and have a look at my other videos. So let's get to the shots of the boat first. There it is, the Quantum of the Seas. Woot woot! Boat time! Here we are! Woo! We just really loved the cruise so much. Well, hopefully it's the first of many, and yeah, it was just so much to do. Have you guys been on a cruise? We just loved how you could, there was something going on all the time, lots of activities, and you just spend time, go up to the gym, then go for a spa, then go for a trivia, then go for a salsa lesson, and then go and have your lunch, and then go and get ready for the evening, go and sit and watch some live music. So there was a band called the Jack Rabbits, there was a duo that played the guitar and the violin that were beautiful. There are a couple of different guys that played the piano. So you'd sit and listen to live music before dinner, and you'd go off and have your dinner and then go back to the bars, and yeah, it was just a really good holiday. So I recommend going on one if you haven't yet. The next thing I said I would talk about was our 2 stops. So our first stop was in Noumea, in New Caledonia. It's the capital of New Caledonia. We'd actually been to New Caledonia before, about 5 years ago with the family. So we knew Noumea. We thought, oh yeah, we'll just go. We won't pay extra to do an activity or a tour. We'll just go and have a beach day because, you know, we've been there before. However, we sort of forgot that the beaches aren't that great. We're very spoiled here in Australia. Obviously, we have really beautiful, wide, sandy, white, powdery beaches, and the beaches at Noumea are rocky and shelly, and they hurt your feet to walk on, and there was a bit of seaweed in the water. And then also Noumea is quite expensive. Just with the Pacific Franc, it's just a very expensive place. So my recommendation if you're doing this cruise is to actually pay extra and go and do something so that you don't waste your day. It'd be better if you went on a glass bottom boat and saw the marine life, or go on an inland tour and do something cultural. So that would be my recommendations for you. And then our second stop was Mystery Island, which is an island of Vanuatu, and it is a very small island that you can walk around. So that was stunning, really gorgeous, and there's like little markets there. We bought coconut, we drank the coconut water, and then we ate the coconut. You could even pay and do massage, but mostly that's a beach day. third spot we were supposed to stop is Port Vila in Vanuatu. The day after the earthquake happened is when we were supposed to be arriving. So when we were at Mystery Island, we went really early in the morning and we were back on the boat and had lunch on the boat. And we were actually sitting on our bed and we felt the earthquake. We didn't say anything at the time, both of us. After like half an hour later, we heard on the news, because we had the news on, that there'd been an earthquake, and we looked at each other and we were like, I felt that. We had both wondered why the ship's engines were on when we were docked at Mystery Island. And we had thought that was weird, but we didn't say anything to each other. And then when we saw the news and there was an earthquake, we were like, oh my God, we felt that. We also talked to people later that night who were still on the island, and they said they felt it on the island, even though we were hundreds of k's away. People felt like they were like suddenly really dizzy and thought they were going to fall over, and then looked at each other and was like, was that just me? Or, oh no, everyone felt that. So they're like, oh my God, that was an earthquake. So it was a big one, and obviously it did a lot of damage at Port Vila. So I also want to share a story with you about Dean and I have history with earthquakes and tsunami warnings. So we met 20 years ago when we were backpacking around Southeast Asia. Now 20 years ago was the 2004 Boxing Day tsunami. So we had been traveling in Southeast Asia for 6 weeks prior to that. And we actually met in Thailand on the long Mekong River, and we did a cruise along the Mekong River, and that's how we connected. And then Dean sort of followed me around with my friends the rest of the trip, because we knew that we really liked each other. And so we were actually luckily in Cambodia on Boxing Day when the tsunami hit all those countries, so we were actually safe where we were. But the story is that my husband, now he's my husband, he was planning to go to Phi Phi Island in Thailand for the full moon party that happens on Boxing Day, and because he had met me, he didn't go there. He went to Cambodia with me instead. So I like to say that I saved his life. And anyway, that's our story of our meeting. Then when we had baby Lila and we went to Thailand for a holiday, we were staying on the beach, and my parents had come with us as well. And my dad, in the middle of the night, got a phone call from his best mate in Australia saying, I've just seen on the news there's been an earthquake and tsunami warning for Thailand. And we're staying right on the beach. And I had a baby, so Dean went out and organised that we had motorbikes, and we were just watching the news waiting for them to say, yep, evacuate. And I was still breastfeeding, I had all this paraphernalia for the baby, and in the end they called off the tsunami warning and we were fine. But that's a part of our story. And so then when this happened, and we texted my parents and saying, yeah, there's just been a earthquake and there was a tsunami warning as well, and we won't be going to Vanuatu probably. And the first thing my dad wrote back was, what is it with you two and tsunami warnings? So anyway, that's just part of our story, which made it we're sort of, my sister-in-law on my husband's side said, I don't know whether you guys are extremely unlucky or extremely lucky. It's like, yeah, we're always so close, but not there. So thank God for that. So yeah, Port Vila, we miss Port Vila, and we wish them a speedy recovery and send love out to all families that lost loved ones. Let's move on. I'm going to show you now all the food. I've nearly got one clasp on. And yeah, the food was the highlight of the cruise. It was so delicious. I should say that we actually upgraded to the exclusive dining package, which meant, so on the cruise, if you just buy your regular ticket, you get unlimited food, it's all included. There's a buffet and there's also restaurants where you can sit down, but these are great big halls of people because they've got to feed a lot of people. We love our food and we decided we'd like to upgrade to the exclusive dining package, which means we can go to these exclusive restaurants, which is much smaller, and their food is even higher quality. These exclusive restaurants were just up another notch. They were so good, so delicious, and we had because we love to dress up and go out and really spend our time with our food, and my husband loves to have his glass of red wine, and so yeah, it was worth it for us. We absolutely loved. So I'll show you some of these different restaurants and the food that we had. Yummy, yummy.
Oh wow. You get a free cruise.
Caesar salad.
Yummo. And some yummy chargrilled broccoli. And the beautiful salmon.
So good.
Rachel.
Oh. Hang on. Guys.
Oh wow. Amazing.
Pesto and cream of France.
Wow.
Okay, let's have oh.
So much sweet can break your word.
Very much.
Ready, go.
Yeah. Woo! Okay.
Oh, the ship's moving a little bit.
Okay.
All right, you got everything?
Yep.
Awesome.
Magic is going down to the rabbit hole. Okay, so we pour the spirit and the cat will run to the
Down the rabbit hole.
Oh, down the rabbit hole.
Yeah. That is gone.
Thank you very much. Oh, so this is amazing.
So I've got one clasp on. So I might actually put on a Christmas movie now and watch that while I finish doing this bit of hand sewing. And I wish you all a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, and we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye everyone.